HD tonight, baby. we're we're in freaking overdrive HD tonight. Let's make sure this thing doesn't. Let's make sure this streams at the right damn speed. How about that? Come on. You can do it. What's up, PC? Don't mind me while I talk to my computer and tell it to go freaking faster. All right. Good. Good connection. Here we are. Change some settings. Let's make this thing go faster. What's up, Chris? Tina? Hello. We're live HD. We're a shade below 4K tonight. So there we go. Britain, Colorado, Jane in Cheshire, England. Thank you for joining us, Jane. Awesome. England. I'd love to get over there someday when all lockdown is off. And Deanna from Brooksville, Florida. Allison, Staten Island. Christina from Sacramento. Hello there. Rebecca, what's going on? I have an OAN shirt on tonight for a freaking reason. We're going to go into that in a second, okay? Kendra, I will get Christy on that. Let's see. Why am I wearing an OAN shirt? I'll tell you in a little bit, all right? We have, sometimes this happens. Breaking news. And I have to throw out show notes because more important stuff popped up, all right? So, what's going on? Cue this from Texas. Renee from Nashville, Tennessee. Tammy from Nashville, two Nashvilles. Two Virginias. Renegade Rower. And hello. That's their name. Hello. Virginia. Oh, PJ from Virginia. There you go. Heather from Louisville. Denny from Louisiana. That's a cool name. Lisa from Austin, Texas. Not Lisa, but Lisa. Or Liza, maybe. Rebecca from Jacksonville, Florida. Brandy from Kansas. Eric from Fresno, California. Don't worry, we'll rescue you soon, California. Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Secules, fantastic. What's going on? Milwaukee, Scottsdale, Arizona. I lived in Scottsdale for about 6 months of my life. That is correct. Yeah. Michigan, Audra, welcome. Streaming should be freaking super awesome on all feeds tonight. Working on some things, making some stuff happen for all of you noble patriots out there. Love you all. You're tremendous. Brooksville, Florida, Deanna, hello. What's going on? Jennifer in Louisville, Kentucky. Dr. Shane Hand, chiropractor. Welcome, sir. Awesome. Aaron from Northwest Oklahoma. Juan Pablo from Tejas. Pamela from Lubbock, Texas. Hello, Lisa from Kansas City. Judy from Colorado Springs. Hello from Miami, Sherry. Welcome. Fresno, California, Maria. Fixed some streaming issues and now we're rolling. How's that sound? You like that? Fantastic. Good. Hello, Jamie, the Cajun Q's wife from Louisiana. All right. You know what? Let's first have some fun. I have a couple things I got to show you tonight, but let's have some fun. Hold on a second. Let me have some fun. I do have a favorite movie. I heard my wife mention I have a favorite movie. So let me play this clip a couple times. It's a fast clip. And I'm going to play it a few times so you can fully hear it and see it, okay? And here we go. We're starting off with a bang.
Shitter was full! Shitter was full! Shitter was full!
Oh, it's tremendous. Yes, that was fantastic for anyone who didn't see that. Love it. How about that? You know, sometimes we just got to have some fun. And then on top of that, let's have some fun with this.
Well,
The president today, if you didn't know, the president is trolling the hell out of the media. The president announced he was going to have a press conference today. Let's show you what the press conference was. It was literally a minute, 6 seconds long. Here we go.
Well, thank you very much. And I just want to congratulate everybody. The stock market, Dow Jones Industrial Average, just hit 30,000, which is the highest in history. We've never broken 30,000, and that's just despite everything that's taken place with the pandemic. I'm very thrilled with what's happened on the vaccine front. That's been absolutely incredible. It's nothing like that has ever happened medically, and I think people are acknowledging that, and it's having a big effect. But the stock market's just broken 30,000. Never been broken, that number. That's a sacred number, 30,000. Nobody thought they'd ever see it. That's the 9th time since the beginning of 2020. And it's the 48th time that we've broken records during the Trump administration. And I just want to congratulate all the people within the administration that work so hard. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the people of our country, because there are no people like you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. And I just want to congratulate everybody.
So let me explain to you what he just did. He told everybody that he was going to go out for a press conference. Now, he did that with the idea behind it being that he was probably going to concede. So the media is like ready to explode because the president is going to have a press conference. He's going to concede. He comes out, drops that information, 1 minute, 6 seconds long press conference, and then turns and walks out with 0 questions answered. If you don't know and you don't realize that El Presidente is the troll master, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, huge, like, it's unbelievable, okay? Absolutely unbelievable how good he is at that. All right? So I'm just letting you know. That's what he's doing. And he's having fun doing it. Now, let me take you to
talk about Joe.
The liberals. This is going to be, you're going to love this. This is a minute 27 seconds long. I want you to listen to what they're saying on MSNBC today. This is, just listen to their words. Please, it's entertaining at the least.
Talk about Joe Biden's empathy and humanity, to talk about diplomacy being back. It is all an implicit rebuke of Donald Trump's foreign policy stewardship over the last 4 years.
That's right. And in just saying that they're going to do their jobs and be good stewards of America's role in this world and focus on American diplomacy, that in and of itself, being a rebuke of President Trump is underscores what we've all been living through in the last 4 years, which is a president who wanted to be more isolationist, who wanted to pull back. What we saw today, I was sitting in that room in Wilmington. I was thinking about the fact that Joe Biden, in some ways, for supporters, is fulfilling the promises that he made on the campaign trail. He said he wanted to have a cabinet that looked like America. And there were people there on that stage, of course, talking about all of their different accolades and their experience, but they were also talking about their families who survived the Holocaust, who survived coming from Cuba and fleeing communists, who talked about having gumbo diplomacy, cooking Southern food, as the United Nations ambassador was saying. All of those things are what America's about. It's this melting pot. The other thing I'll just say is I was talking to a Democrat who just said this also felt like the Avengers. It felt like we're being rescued from this craziness that we've all lived through from the last 4 years. And now here are the superheroes to come and save us all.
Let me get this straight. When did the Democrat Party become the pro-war party? When did that occur? They just called President Trump in the beginning, she called him an isolationist. They said that we wanted to get away from this kind of a party or this kind of administration. And then she goes on to say that the Biden administration, folks, is like a family, like an American family. Did you hear that? And then at the end, she said that a close Democrat of hers told her that it's like the Avengers. It's the Biden administration team is like the Avengers, who are superheroes coming to rescue the nation. Did you hear that? When did the Democrat wait? So I'm not saying the Republicans are good. They're not. But the Republicans were the biggest war hawks. And the Democrats used to be the anti-war party, if you didn't know that. And Republicans wanted to go freaking... The Republicans wanted to go to war all the time. And others... It's literally flipped. This is the insanity of these people. It's absolutely amazing. Now, let me show you something that happened tonight. Now, I'm going to show you Lin Wood. This is his Twitter feed. Can you folks, I'm going to give you a few seconds here. Can you tell me in your comments, what you see in Lin Wood, his profile. I'm going to give you a few minutes. I want you to actually put it in the comments. When you find it, write it in the comments. I'm going to give you a second. Because there you go. Kathy and Larissa. Look at that. When did Lin Wood put in "Where we go one, we go all" hashtag? When did that happen? So wait a second. So Lin Wood, one of the attorneys that is helping President Trump. Now, he is not on the Trump campaign team. He is helping We the People along with Sidney Powell. He is putting down there that the "Where we go one, we go all." Amazing. 100% amazing. A buddy of mine sent me over that right before I went on tonight, and I was like, this is getting insane. Now, let me take you through a little possibility that I think is going to occur. Now, I did report, was it last night or the night before? I did report that Sidney Powell is a military attorney. Now, there's been some debate on that. So I don't know if that's true. I went from the source that I saw that Lin Wood had tweeted out. So I'm not going to say it's wrong yet, but I'm just going to say it's very possible that's not fully the case. However, let me put out what I think could happen. Now, keep in mind, General Flynn, who we're going to talk about in a minute. We're going to talk about General Flynn in a minute. I'm not there yet. But Sidney Powell is General Flynn's attorney. General Flynn did the "Where we go one, we go all" back on the 4th of July, 2020. Now Lynn Wood is putting where we go, one we go all. Sidney Powell has said things like biblical. Lynn Wood has said the Great Awakening. Is anybody else hearing that freaking General Flynn, Sidney Powell, and Lynn Wood are all saying things that are Q related because President Trump can't say anything yet? Now, you may say, well, the president didn't say it was just those three and they might be crazy and off their rockers. Do you think that Sidney Powell, General Flynn, and Lynn Wood are saying it and the president doesn't know what's going on? Do you think that, like, guys, we're past coincidence. So all of you out there who are like, there's nothing going on, I don't understand, nothing's happening. Let me tell you what could possibly happen. What could possibly happen? I'm going to read you another executive order tonight, okay? I'm going to read you another executive order. This is speculation on my part. I'm not telling you this is 100% fact. I am telling you what I think is going to possibly occur, okay? That is, it's very possible that the electors on December 14th in Congress, they certify the election and the vote and they stamp it as official, and it is very possible that Joe Biden will be announced as President-elect, the 46th President of the United States, to be inaugurated on January, 21st, 2021. It is very possible that will occur. Don't panic. Don't freak out. You've heard this before. It is the shoplifter example. Right now, the only people that have called this for Joe Biden are the media, and clearly you guys know the media is complete garbage right now, and they're all over the place, right? Joe Biden is still in the store putting things under his coat, up his shirt, okay? He hasn't shoplifted yet. Not officially. Yeah, he can run around all he wants with his stupid little office of president-elect. It's not real. He can run around saying he's meeting with international dignitaries and political leaders. He can say all he wants to, right? However, yes, I know about General Flynn. We'll get to it. However, Joe Biden is still in the store. And guess what? If you go up to the shoplifter in the store and you call him on it, you technically haven't fully busted him in the crime because they could get out of it. They could have excuses, right? Joe Biden has not left the store yet. However, when he leaves the store, you're fully allowed to bust him. When Congress stamps and seals those electors, and he is announced as the president, then it occurs. Then you drop the hammer on the shoplifter who has left the store and has zero excuse for why they are carrying the goods. Now, let me show you a little something else here. I'm going to read this executive order, okay? Because I'm finding out that people look at headlines, but they're not reading. So I'm going to read through it. If it's painful for you, I'm sorry, but I'm going to read through it, okay? Executive order on imposing certain sanctions in the event of foreign interference in a United States election. Blah, 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 by the authority vested in me, etc., etc., etc. I, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America, find that the ability of persons located in whole or in substantial part outside the United States to interfere in or undermine public confidence in United States elections, including through the unauthorized accessing of election and campaign infrastructure or the covert distribution of propaganda and disinformation, constitutes an unusual and extraordinary threat to the national security and foreign policy of the United States. By the way, this was in September 12th of 2018. Although there has been no evidence of a foreign power altering the outcome or vote tabulation in any United States election, foreign powers have historically sought to exploit America's free and open political system. In recent years, the proliferation of digital devices and internet-based communications has created significant vulnerabilities and magnified the scope and intensity of the threat of foreign interference, as illustrated in the 2017 Intelligence Community Assessment. I hereby declare a national emergency to deal with this threat. Accordingly, I hereby order Section 1A, not later than 45 days after the conclusion of a United States election, the Director of National Intelligence, in consultation with the heads of any other appropriate executive departments and agencies, shall conduct an assessment of any information indicating that a foreign government or any person acting as an agent of or on behalf of a foreign government has acted with the intent or purpose of interfering in that election. The assessment shall identify to the maximum extent ascertainable the nature of any foreign interference and any methods employed to execute it, the persons involved in the foreign government or governments that authorized, directed, sponsored, or supported it. The Director of National Intelligence shall deliver this assessment and appropriate supporting information to the President, the Secretary of State, the Secretary of the Treasury, the Secretary of Defense, the Attorney General, and the Secretary of Homeland Security. Within 45 days of receiving the assessment and information described in Section 1A of this order, the Attorney General and Secretary of Homeland Security, in consultation with the heads of any other appropriate agencies and as appropriate, state and local officials shall deliver to the President, Secretary of State, the Secretary of Treasury, and the Secretary of Defense a report evaluating, with respect to the United States election, that this is the subject of the assessment described in Section 1A. The extent to which any foreign interference that targeted election infrastructure materially affected the security or integrity of that infrastructure, hence software, computers, the tabulation of votes, or the timely transmission of election results, and if any foreign interference involved activities targeting the infrastructure of pertaining to a political organization, campaign, or candidate, the extent to which such activities materially affected the security or integrity of that infrastructure, including by unauthorized access to, disclosure or threatened disclosure of, or alteration or falsification of information or data. The report shall identify any material issues of fact with respect to these matters that the Attorney General and the Secretary of Homeland Security are unable to evaluate or reach agreement on at that time the report is submitted. The report shall also include updates and recommendations, when appropriate, regarding remedial actions to be taken by the United States government other than the sanctions described in Sections 2 and 3 of this order. Heads of relevant agencies shall transmit to the Director of National Intelligence any information relevant to the execution of the Director's duties pursuant to this order as appropriate and consistent with applicable law. If relevant information emerges after the submission of the report mandated by Section 1A of this order, the Director, in consultation with the heads of any other appropriate agencies, shall amend the report as appropriate, and the Attorney General and the Secretary of Homeland Security shall amend the report required by 1B as appropriate. Nothing in this order shall prevent the head of any agency or any other appropriate official from tendering to the President at any time through an appropriate channel any analysis, information, assessment, or evaluation of foreign interference in a United States election. If information indicating that foreign interference in a state, tribal, or local election within the United States has occurred is identified, it may be included as appropriate in the assessment mandated by Section 1A of this order, or in report mandated by Section 1B of this order, or submitted to the President in an independent report. Not later than 30 days following the date of this order, the Secretary of State, the Secretary of Treasury, the Attorney General, Secretary of Homeland Security, and Director of National Intelligence, here we go, shall develop a framework for the process that will be used to carry out their respective responsibilities pursuant to this order. The framework, which may be classified in whole or in part, shall focus on ensuring that the agencies fulfill their responsibilities pursuant to this order in a manner that maintains methodological consistency, protects law enforcement or other sensitive information and intelligence sources and methods, maintains an appropriate separation between intelligence functions and the policy and legal judgments, ensures that efforts to protect electoral processes and institutions are insulated from political bias, and respects the principles of free speech and open debate. Okay? All property and interests in property that are of the United States, that hereafter come with the United States, or that are or hereafter come with the possession or control of any United States person of the following persons are blocked and may not be transferred, paid, exported, withdrawn, or otherwise dealt in any foreign person determined by the Treasury, the Secretary of Treasury, in consultation with the Secretary of State, the Attorney General, and the Secretary of Homeland Security, to have directly or indirectly engaged in, sponsored, concealed, or otherwise been complicit. Listen to that one again. Let me read that again. To have directly or indirectly engaged in, sponsored, concealed, or otherwise been complicit in foreign interference in a United States election. To have materially assisted, sponsored, or provided financial, material, or technological support for, or goods or services to, or in support of any activity described in sections A1 of this section, or any person whose property and interest property are blocked pursuant to this order, or to be owned or controlled, or to have acted or purported to act for or behalf of, directly or indirectly, any person whose property or interest in property are blocked pursuant to this order. Now, I'm going to let you read the rest of that. The Secretary of Treasury is also involved here, okay? Now, I'm not going to read all. I lied. I'm not going to read the whole thing, okay? It is a longer one than last night. Okay, let me show you again. I want you to go read this. September 12th, 2018. Executive order on imposing certain sanctions in the event of foreign interference in a United States election. Now, say Joe Biden accepts that president role. And then they find out, as Sidney Powell drops the hammer, because the Kraken is actually a software system that is tracing where everything is coming from. Sidney Powell drops that, and next thing you know, guess what? You now have solid, concrete evidence that other countries, including China, were involved with the interference. Now, it also says anybody complicit or financially also involved. Okay? Now, who else is complicit or involved? Oh, that's right. You have governors. Oh, wait. What if Congress puts their stamp on the election? Oh, wait a second. That's right. That means Congress is complicit. Who else? So we have Congress is now complicit. We have possibly Wall Street complicit. We have governors complicit. We probably have mayors complicit. Who else do we have complicit that's been interfering? Oh, that's right. Big tech. That's right. The big ones. The FB. The TW. The YT. The search engine that everyone goes to. The laptop with the bitten in fruit is involved. All of media is involved. CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, across the board. That means they're all completely complicit in interference, in foreign interference of the election. Well, guess what? According to another executive order, that also means that my understanding is the president, per another executive order, can actually freeze and seize all assets of those complicit. Does that mean the entire system goes down? Does that mean he can take a swipe? Now you realize just in the big tech companies that I just claimed, that is upwards of $5+ trillion in just assets in revenue. That means, hold on, big tech, that means media, that means governors, that means elected officials at all levels, that means Congress, that means past presidents, past dignitaries. You either have treason and or seditious conspiracy. Treason gets you the death penalty. Seditious conspiracy gets you 20 years in prison for every count that goes against you. Folks, I don't see any way around. I don't see any way around military tribunals. I don't see any way around military tribunals. As this unfolds, now, again, I'm speculating on this. This is how I'm looking at this. I'm not saying this is exactly how it's going to go down, but I could see this occurring. And would this not be the biggest kick in the you-know-what that you could possibly ever imagine? Like, we're talking through the roof, okay? We will see. But I want to see military tribunals personally. Now, the breaking news tonight, my Twitter is going crazy. The breaking news tonight is this. Now, I'm going to be very careful what I say about this because I am not even in full agreement with this. All right? Not even in full agreement with this. It is very possible, this is exploding on Twitter. It is very possible that Mike Flynn might be getting pardoned. I don't know if this is fully true. I don't even know what this opens up to. It's breaking 911. Now, I'm going to be honest here. Unless there's something going on that we don't fully know, I don't really trust this. Okay? Because he should not be pardoned. Okay? He should pardon it. He didn't do anything wrong. He needs to be exonerated, not pardoned. So I have a problem with that because now I don't know what's going on behind the scenes and I don't know how this all works, but I will tell you, he shouldn't. Pardoning is not what we're looking for at all. So that's the issue. Okay. It shouldn't be a pardon because he's not guilty. He should be exonerated. So I don't know if this is legit or if this is true. Obviously exploding. I don't love the fact that I don't think breaking 911 and Axiom are amazing sources so I'm not trusting this. I'm just showing you this is what's breaking out there, literally. We will see if that's actually what is official and what has occurred, but I'm not buying it yet, okay? Now, Why am I wearing this shirt? Why am I wearing this shirt tonight? Let me show you something. This is what broke today. Praying Medic broke this. The congressional Dems sent a letter to YouTube suspending OANN for spreading COVID misinformation. I don't know what they said, but OAN got taken off YouTube and defunded, demonetized by YouTube for saying something about COVID, apparently. So wait, let me get this straight. We have a major media company. Now you're going to say it's not CNN, it's not CBS. I get that, but it's still a media company. Chanel Rion has press credentials for the presidential briefing room. The fact that they get knocked off YouTube is completely insane. Absolutely insane. There's no reason they should be taken down. Like, this is going to come back to haunt them. I'm going to tell you right now. Going to come back to haunt them badly. Not cool. Not cool at all. So, I'm wearing OAN in support of OAN. All right? That's why I'm doing that. Now, who wants to see some cool stuff? I'm not going crazy with show notes tonight because, quite honestly, it's been a breaking night and I'm just going to cover some of this stuff. I'm going to do some kind of cool stuff here at the end and I will answer health questions if you'd like me to. But I want to show you this little craziness in Utah. Did anybody see the monolith in Utah? Here we go. Let me show you this. Don't ask me. I'm just showing you.
Captain's log, stardate 11/18/2020. The crew of the Utah DPS helicopter traveled to southern Utah on a mission to count bighorn life forms with wildlife officers.
And he's like, whoa, 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 turn around. And I was like, what? And he's like, there's this thing back there. We got to go look at it.
The crew had spotted an object of unknown origin on the red surface.
Okay, the intrepid explorers go down to investigate the alien life form.
In the middle of the barren desert stood a mysterious metal monolith.
I would say it's probably between 10 and 12 feet high.
That's just wild.
We were kind of joking around that if one of us suddenly disappears, then I guess the rest of us make a run for it. So
Pilot Brett Hutchings says it didn't look like it was dropped there. It was firmly planted into the ground.
we're like thinking, okay, is this something like NASA stuck up there or something? Are they bouncing satellites off it or something?
It seemed less scientific and more artistic.
I'm assuming it is, some new wave artist or something, or somebody that just is a big 2001 Space Odyssey fan.
The similarity to the space movie was unmistakable, as was the bizarre effect it had on observers.
It just was kind of unusual and stuff.
The universe is filled with the unexplained, and this journey to southern Utah only raised more questions. As the crew headed home, they only wished they had the answers.
Yeah, I have to admit that's been about the strangest thing that I've come across out there in all the years of flying.
Now, I'm not saying that it's anything, like some people are going to call it art. Okay, art, got it. Can you explain to me how they got that damn thing in the rock? I don't know much about rock and how that all works, but I think that's slightly crazy. I think that's like mind-blowing. How did they do that? The unexplained things in the world. The unexplained things that are going on in the world. Now, let me take you guys to something that I think everyone is excited in and find out what's going on here. The world of crypto. The world of crypto. Here we go. Let me blow it up a little bit. XRP is at 65 cents. It was as high as 70-some cents earlier, 74 cents earlier today. And apparently it jumped up to 90 cents last night, which is kind of crazy, right? 64, it's 65 cents almost. And what was this? This was, what was that? No, that's, when was that? Hold on a second. That was in the last day? No, did it go up that high? I don't read these always right. I'm not really concerned about this, but it blew up. Let's just say that, okay? It blew up earlier today. Now, people have been asking me, what other coins do I look at? And let me, first of all, let me clarify. I am not interested in a New World Order with crypto. I am not interested in crypto to be the only money. It is simply I do think it is going to be the money going forward at some point. I am a gold and silver individual. I am also a treasury note individual. But sorry guys, crypto is coming. Crypto is going to be the new currency. You are investing in the future. Now, hopefully it's all backed by gold, silver, commodities, etc. I don't know, but I'm not going to get left behind. I can tell you that much. So people out there who are like, you shouldn't invest in that, you're missing the point. That's all. Do I invest in Bitcoin? Not necessarily. It's 19,000. It was 19,000 earlier. Let me go through some of the ones I know that are pretty decent. All right. We have XRP. I'm going for ones that I know. So Cardano. Cardano's a great one to get involved in. It is only 16 cents. That is going to go up. That will not stay low like that. Cardano is ADA. That's a good one to go with. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not take this as financial advice. All right. Another one, Stellar Lumens. I bought in at Stellar Lumens at about 7 cents. So, and it's still hot. That's going to go up. Stellar, I have read, will go as high as $50 possibly per coin. It's 19-20 cents right now. So that's good. That is a good one to get into, in my opinion. Tron. Tron is at 3 cents. If you guys are new to this market and you're not willing to put in 64 cents, $1, and trust me, like I'll stop putting money in probably at about $1 or so with XRP right now because it'll just cost more to be involved. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but you're just going to get less investment out of it. But Tron at 3 cents, these are going to go up. I guarantee you they're going to go up. So sorry, it goes back down. Let's see another one here. These are all ones you can dive into. NEM or NEM is at 18 cents. Let's see, where else? There's a couple other ones I want to show you. VeChain, 1 penny. I would tell you VeChain is a good one to be involved in. I've heard that will go I've heard that it could go as possible as high as $20 a coin. If you get in at 1 penny, you're doing pretty good. Let's see. And yes, there might be other ones in here you've been involved in. I'm not talking about those. I'm just talking about the ones that I know about and the ones that I study. Let's see here. There's another one that I wanted to show you. Here you go. Well, no, Dogecoin, not so much. Come on, where is it? There we go. There's a lot. The last one I'll show you is Digibyte. Digibyte is also at 2 cents. I think that was a penny. I think that was a penny the other day. So that's going up. And then let me show one last one. If I can find, I don't know if I can find it on here. I might have to go look for it. If it's on here or if it's not on here. There's a particular one that I wanted to show you that I have been told could be very, very good. So let me go do a search for it real quick because I don't see it there. There you go. Apollo. Apollo. 0 cents. 0.0009 cents. It's up 12.11%. I have been told that is a good coin to possibly have. Okay. The places you can find them. Now, Coinbase. What the hell? Just go to Coinbase. I hate some of those things. Uphold. Uphold is one. Coinbase is not logging on well tonight. Uphold is one. You can't get them all. If you really want to get good in this, Binance. Binance is a really good one, but Binance, you have to be willing to really understand how to buy, sell, and trade, because it looks like the stock market. I'm not going to log in, just because I don't have software to gray out what I have, and I don't want to show everybody what I have. Coinbase, I don't know. This is all. Hold on a second. Wait, motorcycle? Oh no, that's not a motorcycle. Don't you love these captchas? So stupid. There's Coinbase. So those are the ones that I play with. All right. I hope that helps. Yes, Coinbase. I'm only telling you to get Coinbase, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP. You cannot get the other altcoins that I just showed you. They're not on Coinbase. You'd have to actually go to like Binance and other places to get those. Okay, so you have to know what you're doing there. All right, what kind of health-related questions do people have? Put it in the chat. Okay. Put it in other places. Apparently, somebody said that the website is freezing again. There's no reason it should be freezing. I will continue working on that if that's a problem. Okay. It's working for me right now. It should be working. I'll continue working on that. Don't worry. We will get that handled. Okay. Excellent. What kind of questions do you guys have? What kind of health-related questions do you guys have? I will answer those the best of my ability. Okay. And guys, hey, for anybody who gets frustrated out there with freezing screens, this is the world of technology. You know, I mean, we're working through this, and trust me, another system is being built behind the scenes. So be patient. All right. I ask you to be patient. Trust me, I am dumping resources into all of these things. All right. So we just got to work through some growing pains. Welcome to growing pains. I'd rather be growing than not growing. Okay. Let's see. Autoimmune. Yes, autoimmune. We handle autoimmune issues all the time. You got to find out what is autoimmune. What is going on with the body? What is the problem? I'm not. Yes, I will talk about vitamin D. But I'm not going to do that tonight. I got to do that in a different show. I will do that on a more extended night where I can put some information together and show you. What do you do for fibromyalgia? You find the source. Why are you having fibromyalgia? Why is the issue there? Let's see. Parasite detox. Is it normal to feel itchy? Yes, it can be normal to feel itchy. Absolutely can be normal to feel itchy. You're getting parasites out of the body. All right. Good. Yeah, no, guys, I'm not saying everyone's having video problems. I'm just saying some people are having it on the website. But again, working on all of that stuff. Okay. Keep in mind, the world of video, as I'm learning, is not as forward as I thought it was from a standpoint of technology-wise. There's a lot to work out. There's a lot of kinks, not just for myself, but other people as well. I'm actually watching millionaires and billionaires live streaming, and their feeds are like not great. And I asked my tech guy, I'm like, what is going on with that? And they're like, the technology is coming around, but it's not perfect yet. And even the people who have a lot of money are having to work through those problems. So what's my opinion on osteopathic manipulation for back pain? That's fine. Anybody who is moving the bone, whether it's a DO or chiropractor, is good. What do I recommend to overweight seniors? You got to cut the carbs. If you're overweight, you have carbs. That simple. Can I fix a liver with no gallbladder? Yes, we can. You're gonna have to be on supplementation to keep it fixed, but yes. Let's see. Did they lie to you about diabetes? Of course they did. Diabetes is all lifestyle. Psoriasis on the skin is parasitic in nature. That is parasites, sometimes chemical toxicity as well. If you guys want to do right now is the perfect time to do a parasite detox. We are rolling into a full moon in less than a week. About a week, sorry. I think this is the 31st, the full. Let's see, when is the full moon? I think, let me show you right now when, I'll show you why right now is the time that you need to do a full moon or a parasite protocol. Let me show you. Let me bring it up here in a second. There's a really good one. Let me show you where it is. Not that one. Hold on. Full moon cycle. Let me plug it in here. There's one that I like. There it is. There's the full moon cycle. November 24th, we're 72%. 80, 87%, 92%, 97%. November 29th is 99% full. And November 30th is 100% full moon. There you go. So we are 6 days away from a full moon. Blast those parasites. Knock them out of the park, okay? This is my suggested parasite detox. If you want to work, that's not working with me. That's just a parasite protocol. Parasite protocol for teenagers? Absolutely, Monica. Great question. And yes, absolutely. Okay. There are protocols for type 1 diabetes. I can't say the C word because that gets people in trouble. Okay. Holistic alternative to statins, Paula, yes, but you would need to work with me directly there. There's so many different ways you can do things with that. Best treatment for sciatica, chiropractic, by far. Get to a chiropractor in your area and get that handled. Does a parasite cleanse help with metals too? It's not designed to do that. Can it possibly pick up some? Yes. Parasites do take in metals and they do excrete it out into the body. So yes, if you have parasites, there definitely could be metals in there as well. Okay. Pixie Dusted, your first live show. Welcome to the live show, Pixie Dusted. Great handle there, by the way. That's cool. Let's see. I'm going to be doing a copper supplement. I'm actually going to be doing a copper, vitamin C, and zinc immune supplement that might just help with all the things we're dealing with in society right now. How about that? Maybe I'll have that put together really fast and we'll just get it up. How does that work? Because I know a lot of people want it. Okay. Could your parasite detox ever come in liquid form? Yes, Christina. If you go to the Patriot Nutrition protocol page, if you go far enough down through it, you will actually find the liquid in there. Yes. Okay. Good. Let's see here. Do protocols work best during the full moon? People claim that. I find the way I work with people is parasites come out no matter if it's full moon or not. Okay. Sarah, mold. I'll help you. I can help you with mold directly. Low iron level. Well, iron's a whole different story. Iron is actually toxic. I try not to put anybody on iron personally, okay, unless it's a whole food form for some particular reason. Fibroids, Iwa Weil. Work with me for fibroids directly. Fibroids can be parasitic in nature. Anytime you have cysts, you have masses in the body, there are typically, not always, I can't say always, but there are typically parasites in them, okay? Skin rashes, I've never seen a skin rash not have parasites in it, ever. Not saying they can't, but I've never seen it, okay? How long could parasite detox symptoms last? They can last I've had people working on parasites for years. They are so infiltrated with parasites, okay? So yes. If you have allergies, 2 things for allergies. Here we go. If you have allergies and sinus problems, so here, let me take my hat off. Here are your frontal sinuses right here. Here are your maxillary sinuses right here. If you have sinus issues, there's possibly a food issue there, and it's carbs. Get rid of the carbs. And then sinuses are tied to your liver. On the wrong side, liver. Okay? If you're having sinuses, allergy problems, there's congestion in your liver, most likely. Okay? Yes, I have dealt with ringing in the ears. I just had one today. Working on ringing in the ears, I'm actually working on pulling the nasty detoxification fluid out of the cells. All right. Let's see here. I will check on the children's vitamins for you. They should be any time. But again, shipping is just now picking back up. Not from my standpoint, but from a global standpoint. Okay, it was slowed down quite a bit. Now we're going into the holidays, so we'll keep an eye on that. All right. Okay, good. I will give 2 more questions, and I'm going to head off and make sure freaking video settings are working correctly, because I want to make sure you guys have good feeds, okay? My goal for this, because Brave TV is coming, we're going to have great feeds coming out, okay? This is my goal, so I will fix what I need to fix. Fungal ear infections. If you have fungal ear infections, you definitely have a carbohydrate problem. There's a sugar problem. You got to get sugar out of the diet, and we'll handle the bacteria and the parasitic issue. One more. Yes, hypothyroid. If you have any thyroid issues, let me know. I help with thyroid issues all day. It's one of the things we do. If anybody has, so I do not treat or diagnose cancer. I do not cure anything. But if you have an issue like that, then you darn well better get parasites out of the body. 100%. High blood pressure. Anytime I have a high blood pressure case, I'm looking for heavy metals as well. Heavy metal toxicity. Eczema in a 4-year-old. Beth, get a hold of me, Beth. Eczema in a 4-year-old is parasites, and we have really great liquids that will help with that, okay? And they taste good, so kids will take them. Nicole, military who are forced to vaccinate. I need you to get a hold of Renee, who is a practitioner at our office, who is veteran Air Force veteran. She has been loaded up with vaccines. I don't want to say she specialized, because you can't say that technically, but she helps veterans with vaccines all the time. She's amazing with it. Okay. Fasting is also amazing. Yes. All right, guys. I love you all. Serve and help somebody as always. I forgot to go over this letter, but I'll go over it tomorrow. This amazing letter. I want to tell you guys about it tomorrow, so I'll try to remember that, okay? As always, serve and help your fellow human beings. I love you all, Noble Patriots. This is Dr. Jason Dean, Revolution Network. I'm going to go start working on technical stuff behind the scenes. Have a great night. Be well. I'll see you soon.